This here is a Cyclops. It's a water crustacean, and this here is caffeine. The white powder is caffeine, and today I'd like to feed the Cyclops a little bit of caffeine, and I want to see how it reacts. Well, of course, hello and welcome, Microbehunter here. And of course, I have to first collect some of those little water crustaceans. And for this reason, I went out to my favorite pond, which is just next to the place where I live, to collect a little water sample. It's early springtime, so there is not a lot of plants growing yet. So the pond is easily accessible. And I simply decided to collect a little bit of water and see what I can find. My expectations were not quite high, but luckily I was able to collect some of those little water animals as well. And then because I've already observed them so many times under the microscope, I tried to do something new today and decided to feed it a little bit of caffeine to see if it changes its behavior a little bit. And of course it did. And as a matter of fact, those Cyclops, those little water crustaceans, they like to move around in a very, very jerk-like manner, so they jump around. But occasionally they also rest, as you can see here, and then all of a sudden they start to move again. I did not use a cover glass here because I just did not want to limit its movement in any way. But you can see that it simply is resting a little bit, and then it's starting to move ahead a little bit, and you can also look at the organs and see how the organs are moving inside. And this is now using low magnification. We're using a 4x objective, and I had a little bit of a difficult time chasing it around in this little water droplet. But that's basically what I've done, and then I decided to add a little bit of caffeine. So I bought myself some caffeine capsules, and those caffeine capsules, they not only contain caffeine, but they contain also some other filling material to increase the volume a little bit. And I simply cut it open and I squeezed out the white powder, and then I dissolved it by adding a little bit of water. And the caffeine did not fully dissolve, so there were still many of the caffeine crystals left. And if you wonder why I've got those caffeine tablets at home, I did make some time ago a video where I showed the crystallization process of caffeine. So this is now in polarized light caffeine forming these beautiful crystals. And now I added the caffeine solution to the water to the water fleet, to the Cyclops, and look what it's doing right now. It's just going around like crazy, not stopping at all. And those little dark dots that you see now in the water droplet, these are the caffeine crystals that have not yet dissolved fully. So actually for several minutes without stopping, or almost without stopping, it was simply running around like crazy, and it was very difficult to chase it. Now this is really not a surprise because this is a very common experiment that is also sometimes done in schools, because with some of those water crustaceans you can actually see the heartbeat, and the speed of the heart beating is proportional to the caffeine concentration. So of course I already expected that it will change its behavior around a little bit. And this is what we see right now. I did later on see that it started to move a little bit more slowly because of course it started to grow tired over time, and then later I put it back again. But that is simply a nice little experiment to try out. And by changing the caffeine concentration, you should also be able to change a little bit how fast and how quickly it moves around. That's pretty much everything I wanted to show you today. Easy little experiment. I hope that you liked it, and you've got again something new to experiment around with. In any case, I wish you all the best and happy microbe hunting as always, and of course see you around next time. Bye bye.